Hey guys, welcome to your monthly reading. This reading is going to be for the Sun, Moon, and Rising sign of Cancer. We are going to take a look at what messages your spirit team wants to relay to you for this month of October and going forward. Now, please keep in mind that these are just general readings, meaning that the messages may or may not resonate with you. However, just take messages that does resonate and leave the rest behind, okay? Also, feel free to check out my other videos for your other sign placements if you find that there are no messages in this particular reading for you. All right. So with that being said, let us go ahead and get started with your reading. All right. Now, before we actually get started with the reading, I wanted to take this time to say thank you to all of my returning as well as new viewers. Okay. As you may or may not have noticed by now, I do my readings not with the intent of telling you that your life is going to be full of rainbows and butterflies, right? But that's not to say that it couldn't be. But instead, I do my readings with the intent of showcasing current events in your life and how you can respond to them in a way that will help shape and mold you into a better version of yourself, okay, as you go through this thing we call life. So with that being said, I was called to introduce a new component to my readings, and that is this here. All right. And it's the Who Are You deck, right? So if you're watching this video and the messages are resonating with you, I encourage you to watch till the end, okay, where I will end the reading off with these Who Are You cards, right? As a point of reflection that you can take with you alongside the messages from the video, okay? I really hope you like the new component. Let me know in the comments. And with that being said, let's get into your reading. All right, so we're going to start your reading off with your oracle messages. So let's see what you have. All right, so you guys have a Sagittarius. All right, freedom, exploration, wild heart. Okay, and it says you may soon travel to areas your soul wants to explore, so you may expand and grow beyond your limits. All right, so I get the feeling for some of you all that's like stepping out of your comfort zone. Okay. All right, and then you guys have a blind spots. Okay, and blind spots says have the courage to confront your blind spots and turn them into strengths so that you may step into your power. All right. That too ties in, I feel like, for some of you guys, you know, stepping out of that comfort zone. But let's see what your last card is. You have sly and subtle. All right, and it says a sly and subtle approach is needed. Move in silence and don't reveal everything you know until you're ready. All right. So now let us go ahead and we're going to see what messages come out for you in the tarot. All right, so thank you, beautiful angels, spirit guides, ancestors. Can you please guide this reading and show me what is Cancer's current situation? Current situation for Cancer, please. All right, so we have two that popped out, and you have a Strength card. All right, so another lion, just like in your blind spots card. And then you have the King of Cups also, okay, in your current situation. All right, and what is the current challenge? What is the current challenge for Cancer? All right, you guys have the King of Swords. All right, and then what advice do you have for them? What advice do you have for Cancers? Thank you, beautiful angels, spirit guides, ancestors. What advice do you have for them? Okay, and you have the Four of Pentacles. And lastly, what is the expected outcome? What is the expected outcome for them? Okay, and you have the Two of Wands. All right, card of expansion. Planning and expanding ahead. All right, and card at the bottom of the deck for you guys is the Ten of Wands. And what I get from this when I looked at this is that it's going to take a lot of hard work on your part, Cancer. All right, but let us go ahead and jump into the reading and see what we have going on for you guys in this month of October. Okay. All right, so I think it's interesting that you have two lions to pop up in your cards. All right, you have strength as well as in this blind spots card, there's a lion, right? So I do think that is a strong message for most of you, that during this time is a time of you're being called to express courage, right? And like I was mentioning earlier, stepping out of that comfort zone. All right, having the courage to step out of your comfort zone and allow your strengths to be expressed. All right. So yeah, very strong message with both of these lions appearing here, I feel like. All right. What I'm initially getting here is that some of you guys need to, with the strength in this King of Cups card being here, is to take control of your emotions. All right. That's what I initially got with those two paired there. Taking control of your emotions. All right. Maybe some of you guys are over criticizing, over analyzing. All right. And not necessarily situations or circumstances around you. Maybe you're over analyzing and over criticizing yourself, right? With this Four of Pentacles showing up here also. Four of Pentacles for me is all about not only saving, right, but also just investing in yourself, right? So maybe not being so harsh, not overthinking things, not being so much, you know, in your mental space, but instead allowing your emotions to flow through so that you can grasp on to what it is that you truly desire. That way you can acknowledge, you know, true strengths about yourself that you can express out into the world, right? So I do feel like you are being called at this time to maybe have a balance with these two kings being here, right? King of Cups is all about emotions. King of Swords is more of less emotion and more in his mind, right? So maybe being called to have a balance between the two. But I do feel like the initial with the current situation being the strength with the King of Cups is that some of you guys may need to grasp on to your emotions in a more positive aspect, right? Learning to control them, learning to be able to persevere over obstacles, right? And what I'm getting here to is just not letting the little things bother you. All right, not being easily ticked off, right? And that may be something that some of you are working on right now with it being in a current situation, right? Learning to gain better control of how you respond to people, places, or situations, okay? And that too, comes with addressing, shadow aspects of yourself, recognizing or coming to a realization of why are you so easily ticked off? Why does things irritate you so easily? That comes, I feel like part of the territory that comes with you being able to address why those things or why you respond to things in that way. All right, in the current challenge, you have the King of Swords. Like I say, for some of you, I feel like this is just over analyzing things, being too critical, right? Like I said, easily ticked off, easily frustrated, maybe. King of Swords is the my way or the highway type of king, right? So maybe you guys have like this wall built up around your emotions, right? You're so stern, right? That's what the King of Swords is. He's a stern king, right? So he's not really, caring what other people, how other people feel, right? So I feel like you guys need to find that soft spot, all right? And that is like, even with this blind spots card here, it's asking you to confront your blind spots, right? Just like I just said, acknowledging things such as why are you so easily frustrated? Why are you so easily, irritated? Really just taking a look at why you're that way in a sense that makes you respond in a way where you could obviously, respond in a gentler, more subtler way, right? Just like with this sly and subtle card here, right? Learning how to be subtle, okay? A sly and subtle approach is needed, all right? So with the advice from your spirit team, you have the Four of Pentacles, all right? Four of Pentacles is all about, as you can see, she's like chained, she's behind this chained fence, right? As if she's keeping herself from the outside world. All right, so I feel like with this being here, Spirit is calling on you to do just that, not to close yourself off from the world, right? Like lock yourself in this room or whatnot, but just really taking the time to invest in yourself. All right, and then with that being said, you have the Two of Wands coming up here in your expected outcome. So when you're able to invest in yourself, from there, as you can see with this Two of Wands card, she holds like this world in her hand, right? And it's just like sky's the limit. All right, the Two of Wands is the card of preparation. You're able to see things from a different view, right? How she's sitting on top of this house, her view is going to be a lot different as to what she can see, looking forward, going towards, her planning efforts, right? So this is what you're being called to do, to put things into perspective so that you can plan accordingly, all right? But now let us go ahead and clarify to see what else your beautiful spirit team wants you to know. So thank you, beautiful angels, spirit guides, ancestors. Can you please clarify why is the Strength and King of Cups here in a position of the current situation? For Cancers, why is this Strength and King of Cups card here? Yeah, just like I was mentioning earlier too, you guys may be called on to have a balance between, your heart and your mind space. All right, getting control of those emotions. All right, not allowing yourself to be so easily triggered, right? I think that's the key thing right now for you guys. So that might be something that you guys are aware of and, are currently working on that. Not allowing yourself to be so easily triggered or over analytical. All right. And I feel like with that Four of Pentacles being there also, it's like, asking you to go within. Right, to take a moment to not look at what's going on in your outside surrounding circumstances, but to instead focus on what's on the other side. All right, that way too you get a better picture of what things that you can work on in your life that will help you with this balance, right? Balance of emotions. Why is the Strength All right, and we have the Ten of Swords to clarify. All right, so I feel like with that being there, that's just saying walking away from things that no longer serve you, right? Things that are no benefit to you, to your emotions, to your feelings. Just really, I feel like ready to leave it behind. All right, Ten of Swords is, sometimes those type of endings are painful, right? But we have to understand that after the 10, you get the Ace, which allows for new beginnings in your life. All right. So that is definitely part of persevering. All right. You've overcome things, especially when it comes in terms of recognizing and understanding like how self works. Right. And you may have overcame those obstacles that now puts you in a place to persevere. All right. To take back control. But let's see why is the King of Swords here in a position of the current challenge. Being too hard on yourself, I feel like, and others with that King of Swords being there. Right? Really just, he's a stern king. He's very blunt. He's very, sharp with his words, right? Not really caring, how he, affects others, so to say. Why is this King of Swords here? All right, so we have the Four of Wands. Okay, to clarify, this King of Swords in a challenge position. All right, so lack of stability somewhere. Someone could be with this Four of Wands showing up here. There could be a sense of instability. I feel like with it being a Four of Wands, this could be within a home situation, right? So if you're not over analyzing someone or over critiquing someone, maybe someone in your family is doing that to you. Right. Either way, there's this sense of I don't know why I feel like I can't say this word. Instability there, right? Because of someone just overly critiquing a situation. All right. And then too, I feel like with this Four of Pentacles, the Four of Pentacles is the card of saving. All right. Also, all right. Just being conscious of spending. Conscious of planning, all right, so that you can have more of a comfortable lifestyle, right? Not overly indulging in things that shouldn't be overly indulged in. So this could be saying too that if for whoever this applies or resonates with, if things are kind of unstable in a home front situation, asking you to prepare yourself, right? Put yourself in a better situation so that you don't have to be a part of something that's not stable for you. All right. Can we clarify why is the Four of Pentacles here in the position of the advice? Why is the Four of Pentacles here? Thank you, beautiful angels, spirit guides, ancestors. And if that is the case, especially with, I'm looking at this sly and subtle card here, and it's asking you to move in silence and to not reveal everything until you're ready. One of the things I noticed here is the snake, all right, in this image, right? And this could be to say that, snakes are a symbol of like deceit, right? Deceit and deception. So this could be just, making you aware that where it is unstable for you at right now. Just if you're looking to change that situation, just do things in a manner to where your plans, right, to a wands can't be sabotaged. Okay. All right, and we have the Knight of Swords to clarify this Four of Pentacles. All right, so Knight of Swords, Knights in general mean action that needs to be taken. right? The Knight of Swords is the knight he's going to, you know, take off full speed, as you can see, like from the motion in this card, like he's taking off full speed, right? He has a desire to be met, right? He's going to go for it, all right? And where he may have felt like it was leaving him behind, he's going to catch up with it. As you can see, the bike is in front of him, but he's trying to run towards it, right? So he's going to catch up to maybe what he felt like, you know, could have almost been passing him by had he not took that moment to prepare himself. All right, maybe it took some time to prepare, but now it's time to go ahead and execute and to get moving. Okay, now let's clarify, why is this Two of Wands here? Thank you, beautiful angels, spirit guides, ancestors. Why is this Two of Wands here in the position of the expected outcome? Why is the Two of Wands here in a position of the expected outcome? All right, yeah, time to get moving. Look at that. We have the Chariot here. And the Chariot is all about having direction, right? Being in control of where you're going, knowing where you're going. So you're being called at this time to start preparing for something. All right, and then this too, Chariot could be a card of travel. And you have the Sagittarius card here, which says you may soon travel to areas your soul wants to explore. All right, so you may expand and grow beyond your limits. What did I say? The Two of Wands is a card of expansion. All right, so taking a look at where it is that you're at and looking at where it is that you want to go. All right, and going ahead to make that move, right? So, but first, having yourself, and look what you're moving towards. We have the Nine of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck, right? Nine of Pentacles, card of independence. All right. So this, I feel like, you know, you're being called to take a look. I feel like take a look at, you know, what things are triggering you, what things are bothering you, gaining control over that. All right, gaining control over your emotions, all right, so that you can explore different areas or different aspects of yourself, all right, and leaving old patterns or maybe even people or situations behind, all right. But it's going to take for you to first have that understanding of self. I feel like you're being called to, and not over analyzing, not over critiquing, whether it be yourself or someone else, and having a better sense of self in order for you to, you know, get going and get moving. But now let us go ahead and get some oracle messages. So thank you, beautiful angels, spirit guides, ancestors. 3 oracle messages, please, for my lovely Cancers. What else do they need to know? Okay, and we have forgiveness. Okay, and it says, let go of resentment, forgive yourself and others so you can restore peace in your heart and love again. Right? Yes, and I do feel like this is, you know, part of this release is what's going to allow you to move forward. Right? Remember what the strength in the King of Cups, you know, gaining back control over your emotions, not having that bitter feeling inside of you towards something or someone. All right, coming to a place of just really taking the time to invest in yourself, not really caring about what's going on the other side of the fence, but really taking a closer look at self so that you can plan and move forward, right? Not over analyzing, not over critiquing past or situations, right? Remember with this Ten of Swords card I mentioned, leaving the past in the past, okay? See how she has her back turned, leaving what's in the past, moving forward, all right? Having that moment of forgiveness, okay? And letting go of any resentment. All right, wow, 2 more messages, please. 2 more messages, please. Okay, and then you guys have happiness. Okay, positive energy is flowing around you and within you. Stay optimistic. There's a lot of good coming your way. All right, and as you can see, there's another heart there. So there's some happiness that's waiting, I feel like, to shine through you guys, right? I feel like it may be buried though behind feelings of resentment, all right, feelings of bitterness, but there is some happiness around you. I feel like the card saying, flowing within you, all right, and I feel like it's just waiting to be released. Okay, and like even with this Sagittarius card here. And another thing, some of you could be dealing with a Sagittarius, all right? Another thing I want to point out. But it says you may soon travel to areas your soul wants to explore, all right? So your soul could be wanting to explore happiness at this time. And in order to do so, you'll have to let go of feelings of regret, feelings of resentment towards whoever, whomever, whatever, so that you can leave it in the past and move forward, all right? One more oracle message, please. And you guys, like I say, with this being in your current energy, this could be what you guys have already, made the decision to do. Or if you haven't made the decision to do it, you've been consciously thinking of doing it, right? And now your spirit team is saying, yeah, it's time for you to not be so hard on yourself, not be so hard on others, but instead to address areas in your life about yourself that can allow for your happiness to radiate through, all right, so that you can move forward. And then I feel like the Lion card is there twice because it may take courage on your behalf, because that may not, I don't feel like it'll take you out of your comfort zone, but you may be a little reluctant, to let your walls down. All right. Be a little reluctant to allow yourself to feel vulnerable, right? So let's see what else we have. Okay. And then we have all is well. And it says everything is unfolding exactly as it should be. Find peace and wisdom by accepting what is. Yes, accepting what is and learning to let go. All right. Because all is well and everything is unfolding how it should be. All right. So now I feel like it's time for you to take back the reins of your life and plan and focus on you. All right, and let old resentment, old news be old. Let it be in the past. All right, and that way you can move forward without the restriction. All right. And then now we're going to look at two aspects of the shadow self that you guys can work on during this time, as it relates to the messages in this reading. So beautiful angels, spirit guides, ancestors, two aspects of the shadow self that Cancer can work on during this time. Learning to let go, Cancer, learning to forgive self, learning to forgive others so that you can move forward, right? Letting the past be the past. All right. Building a new foundation, a new structure, because there's happiness within you guys. All right, and it's just I feel like it's like a matter of someone just like over critiquing, over, and not in I don't feel like in a good way either, right? But let's see what we have. So you guys have draining shadow. And it says, exhaust others by unloading their issues, energy vampire, taxing freeloader. Okay, and it says you cannot heal in the same environment that made you sick. It's time to protect your energy. Yes. All right, so either you're draining someone or someone's draining you. All right, and it's time to just release and let go. All right, and it says you cannot heal in the same environment that made you sick. Yeah, so that's just, even more clarity on this Chariot, okay, on this Knight of Swords, investing in yourself and catching up with what maybe have been leaving you behind. All right, now it's time to catch up. That way you can find your true happiness. All right. All right, so let's get one more shadow message. One more aspect of the shadow self Cancer, that you can work on during this time. All right, so someone's taking your energy, or you're taking someone else's energy. All right, being an energy vampire, like this card said, just remain optimistic, right? Remain optimistic. And if you are, you know, someone who is the opposite of optimistic, which would be pessimistic, or if you're around someone's pessimistic, this is the time where it's time to change that energy that's around you. All right, because that energy is draining. All right, that's a very draining energy, and it'll keep you where you're at. All right, not really allowing for expansion. All right, and you guys have insecure shadow. All right, and it says lacking self-confidence or assurance, fragile, need reassurance, feel inadequate. And it says everything you need is within you and you can handle whatever the world throws at you. Yes, right? We have the lion popping up twice. Courage, right? Courage to confront those things that come your way, courage to overcome obstacles, right? And it's like everything you need is within you already. So there's no need to feel insecure about any of that, because at the end of the day, all is well. All right, things are waiting to be manifested for you, right? Things are waited to be presented for you, right? It's just a matter of you really taking that time to find your true happiness. All right. And I feel like I'm being called to take this card too, just because it popped out also. And this one is Instigator Shadow. And it says, stir up trouble and create conflict, calculating, pushes buttons, provoker. All right. And it says, if you act in a way that is positive and minimal drama, you attract the same kind of positive situations and people. All right. So for whoever that applies to, I feel like I was really being called to get that card. So whoever the Instigator Shadow resonates with, you're just being called to be more positive, and to, if you want positive energy around you, or you want to attract positive energy, you just have to remember that that type of energy has to be remitted. All right. All right. So now we'll get one archetype message. All right. That one wants to come right out. And you guys have the Workaholic. All right. And it says, get your life back into balance. Whether it's working too much or too much play, get clear on your priorities. All right. Remember the Chariot, having direction, knowing where it is that you're going, knowing what it is that you want to do. All right. Having that balance between work and play. All right. Not overindulging in one or the other too much. All right, my lovelies. So now I'm going to go ahead and go over the Who Are You cards, which I already pulled for you. And let's take a look at what they say. So there's 4 categories. So the first one is under the category of possibilities. And this one says, simplify and declutter your life. What 3 things can you sell or give away? All right. So how can you declutter in a way that'll help you prosper and be able to move forward? All right. And think about that, like literally, as in, you know, what material things can you get rid of or give away at this time? And also think about it in a more figurative aspect, as far as what emotions can you shed from yourself? What feelings can you shed from yourself that is more of a burden for you, going back to this forgiveness card, than it is a benefit to you? Okay, and then in the relationships category, you guys have, what is the best present you ever received? Who gave it to you, and why was it special? Okay, and this just brings me to the happiness card. just putting yourself in happy moments or happy thoughts like that, right? Even if this reading is resonating with you on a relationship level where you may be trying to figure out or, muster up the courage to maybe fix what's broken, this is a time that this question takes you back to a time of a happy place, all right? Acknowledging that person or that situation and looking at things from a more positive outlook. All right, and under passion and strength, you guys have, what is one of the most adventurous things you have ever done? All right, what is one of the most adventurous things you have ever done? All right, and then under fears and insecurities, you guys have, what unhealthy patterns from your childhood are you repeating in your adult life? All right, and I feel like this ties into this Ten of Swords card here. Leaving the past in the past, right? Having that moment of forgiveness, okay, to be able to forgive, what may have happened in the past that, still lingers on now. So what unhealthy patterns from your childhood are you repeating in your adult life? What are you still carrying that you can release, that you can let go of? All right, that could be draining you. All right, remember, you have the draining and the insecure shadow. So addressing those things or patterns such as that could really help with your planning ahead, right? That time for expansion so that you can move forward. All right, my lovely Cancers, that has been your monthly reading. Really hope you enjoy. If so, please be sure to hit the like button as well as to subscribe to the channel. Until next time, my lovelies, take care and bye-bye.